Okay, so the timeline for the Mario games goes like this. So the first game, chronologically, would be Donkey Kong, with Jumpman saving Pauline from Donkey Kong, which is present day Cranky Kong. And the following game is Jumpman trying to take Donkey Kong to the zoo, and then his son Donkey Kong Jr. is trying to rescue him, and he does. In the next game, Donkey Kong is in a greenhouse, and the owner named Stanley has to get him out of there, and then we don't see this character for a while, and we never see Stanley again. And then years later, in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, um, Kamek and his minions try to kidnap Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, so that they don't cause trouble for the Koopa clan in the future. But they only successfully take a Baby Luigi from the store to deliver babies. And Baby Mario falls onto Yoshi's Island, and he meets the Yoshi clan, so the dinosaurs that help him, and they defeat, Kamek's minions and the Koopa troop, basically, and they save Baby Luigi. After that, the stork delivers Mario and Luigi to the wrong parents, and then Bowser and Kamek from the future travel back to this time period to try to take the seven star children, so they can use the power that they have, because they have extraordinary power. That's why they're called the Star Children, and that includes Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Baby Bowser himself, Baby Donkey Kong, which is the son of Donkey Kong Jr., making him Donkey Kong the Third, Wario, and Yoshi, which hatches from an egg at the end of the game. After that, Mario and Luigi are delivered to their actual parents, which aren't specified, but I believe are probably Jumpman and Pauline, which was called Lady in the first Donkey Kong game. They may be the real parents, but no one knows for sure. And Mario and Luigi are probably raised in the Mushroom Kingdom, and then maybe lived in the Metro Kingdom, which is where the first Donkey Kong game took place. They might have lived there sometime in their young adulthood, but none of this has been, proven. The next game is Mario Bros, where Mario and Luigi are plumbers, and while they're in the sewers, they see creatures called shell creepers and sidesteppers, and also flies. And the shell creepers is probably just an early name for Koopa Troopas, and more enemies could have been there, but they were only shown in the game. I believe that this was Bowser, distracting them. So Mario and Luigi are down in the sewers, fighting off these pests invading. But then, while they're down there, Bowser and his troop swiftly kidnaps Princess Peach, and the Koopa troop takes over most of the Mushroom Kingdom, where Peach rules over. And so, once Mario and Luigi come out of the sewers and they hear the news that Peach has been kidnapped, they have to save her, and it's implied that there's a curse put over the land by Bowser's dark magic, and the only thing that can counteract it is Princess Peach's, good-hearted magic, which they are basically opposites. And the games that say Mario Brothers, this is just a side note, I think that even though you only play as one at a time, those are only because of graphical limitations, and that the brothers are actually side by side, and they're saving the princess together, and it's not only, you're playing as it's not like a one-person adventure, it's both of them. That's why the title is that. And the Lost Levels is not part of this timeline, because it just takes place in an alternate universe to Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 2, for Americans, this, I believe, is canon, even though the events of the game take place in Mario's dream. The villain of the game very well could be a real entity, and at the end it shows Mario sleeping, so this could be real, and Mario actually had this dream. Afterwards, even though many people believe that Super Mario Bros. 3 is a stage play, I feel like that's just the presentation of the game, And it might be because it was the third Mario game at the time, so it was a grand thing, and stage plays are grand. So the curtain and exiting the end of the stage at the end, I feel like those don't prove that it was actually a play. Even though Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario Bros, says that, he confirmed it as many people think. In the same interview, he also said that he is the mother of Bowser Jr. So I feel like, just because he said that, I don't feel like it makes it fact, because he could have just been acknowledging that, yeah, the presentation does make it seem like a stage play. Anyway, the events of Super Mario Bros. 3 are pretty grand compared to, the other Mario Bros. Games, and where Bowser introduces Boom Boom and also the Koopalings, which are 7 adopted children of his, and there are other countries in the Mushroom World, which contains the Mushroom Kingdom, which Peach rules over. In the first world of the game, it's called Grasslands, but I don't know. I feel like these are placeholder names for kingdoms, just to make things more simple. And no one knows if this is the Mushroom Kingdom, the first world is, or if it's an entirely separate kingdom, since there are more than just the Mushroom Kingdom. But anyway, the 7 out of 8 worlds in this game have human kings. So, other than in Yoshi's Island, which shows that humans also live in the Mushroom Kingdom with toads, Peach isn't the only human there. Super Mario Bros. 3 has human kings, like I said, so this proves it. And the king of the water land, he resembles Mario and Luigi a lot, which shows that the subspecies of human, since there are many types of humans, live in the Mushroom Kingdom, which Mario and Luigi are, proving that they're not from the real world, like some people believe, like Brooklyn or whatever. So they're not actual, real humans that just travel to another world. They were born here. And anyway, for the Koopalings in this game, the bosses, they have airships that Bowser has, and Mario and Luigi travel together to defeat the 7 Koopalings, which are, this is not the order in the game, but they are Larry, Roy, Wendy, Morton, Iggy, Ludwig. I think that's all of them. I can't. I think I said all of them. And so they're defeated in airships, and they have wands that they took from the kings, the 7 kings, so no, 7 Koopalings. And also, I didn't mention this, but Mario Bros., the games that are in Super Mario All-Stars for the Super Nintendo, I'm calling these canon instead of the original ones because the graphics are better. And not really much else except for the fact that the backgrounds are more detailed, making it more of a, detailed Mario experience, making it more part of the world, and less, 8-bit and more 16-bit. And, Mario and Luigi, they travel to the Dark Land, which is unspecified. It could be another kingdom in the Mushroom World, or it could be the Koopa Kingdom, which would not be there. It would be another place. I'll get to that later. Either way, Mario and Luigi stop Bowser once and for all at the time, and they take Peach back. So, almost immediately after this, Mario, Luigi, and Peach take a vacation on Dinosaur Land, which is a group of islands, and one of those islands being Yoshi's Island, where, they had an adventure as children. As newborns, basically. But almost soon after arriving, Bowser has actually decided to take revenge. He's sick and tired of losing. He wanted to take over the Mushroom Kingdom, but Mario and Luigi stopped them. So he actually traveled there with his Koopa troop before they arrived, I believe, and set up castles and towers, and possibly recruited the dinosaurs on the island to be on his troop, or they could just be, obstacles for Mario and Luigi. Either way, their dinosaurs are all over the island, and also the Koopa troop. So Mario and Luigi, behind their back, Peach just goes missing because the Koopa troop takes her, and Bowser traps the Yoshis that are on the island, on Yoshi's Island, which is only one part of Dinosaur Land. He traps them in eggs, even though they aren't, newborns. They are trapped inside of eggs, so they can't escape. So Mario and Luigi go to find Peach in Dinosaur Land, and they come across a Yoshi egg, and they meet a Yoshi, which is may or may not be the same Yoshi that was born at the end of Yoshi's Island DS, which is a Star Child, which is the seventh one that was born. But because there are multiple Yoshis in this game, and Mario and Luigi, with the help of the Yoshis, again, just like in their childhood, they travel throughout multiple lands. I forget the names, but they include, Vanilla Dome, Donut Plains, etc. There are multiple, land, different kinds of, weather. And they travel through. They actually have to fight the Koopalings again in towers, and they actually destroy them and save baby Yoshis along the way, just like they saved Toads in the original Mario game. Original Super Mario Bros. So they eventually make it to Bowser's final castle on the island, and I think it's called the Valley of Bowser, and have a climactic battle with Bowser, who is in a Koopa Clown car, which is kind of like a spherical helicopter, and they finally defeat him by throwing Mecha Koopas, which are like Koopa Troopas but robotic, and they throw them up at Bowser. They hit him a few times, and they rescue Peach and have a celebration with the Yoshis, and presumably travel right back to the Mushroom Kingdom soon after. The next game, chronologically, would be Super Mario 64, but I've decided to place the retconned remake Super Mario 64 DS because it has a cooler story, in my opinion. It has more content, and it would make more sense to be placed here.